All right, good morning, folks. Appreciate you being here. I just got done talking about copper and how valuable it's going to be, as well as silver. Now I want to talk about some world news and prepare you for the volatility here in the United States as well as abroad. First and foremost, in Venezuela, troops have been deployed to the border on Colombia and Venezuela to keep insurrectionists out, other people in, and preparing for defense of said country. Donald Trump announced when he captured Maduro that we, meaning the United States, would be governing that country until free and fair elections can be held and the country be run properly. Marco Rubio kind of undercut him on all the Sunday news shows by saying, we're not really going to run the country. We'll be there, but the Venezuelans will be running the country, and we're not looking to take that country over. Donald Trump today said, yeah, we're going to be running that country. We're not going to have another Maduro in place. And then if the vice president, who is now president of Venezuela, doesn't cooperate, toe the free and fair election line, which she won't because she's a Marxist, as well as the generals toe the line, she's going to get it worse than Maduro, meaning she's going to assume room temperature as well as most of the military. I believe him on that. I have learned from Trump's first term and this term, when he says he's going to do something and he's adamant about it, he's going to do it. And I believe that he is the military, the largest military accumulation that's down there in the Caribbean now. He's not going to waste that. If they say United States is out, we're not going to have free and fair elections, we are going to hold the country the way we are, and we're going to keep it like that, he's going to launch an attack, and he's going to destroy the Venezuelan army and the Air Force. And he's going to take down the governing regime. That way, people in Venezuela, people who want freedom, will return and govern their country and everything else like that. I believe he will do that. Secondly, the oil executives are not going to spend billions of dollars to fix up the oil rigs, the oil exporting, drilling, and everything else, just to have it nationalized, again, losing all their equity that they put in there and time and effort like Maduro did. Stole it from them. So things are going to heat up before they calm down. This is going to be another Iraq, I'm afraid, where we go in there and kill them and demilitarize them only to have insurrectionists and snipers and terrorists killing our troops. We have to do better than that. So that's the first thing. Now for the real major insult. Kathy Hochul, the dim bulb governor of New York, not only did she back Mondami, but now at the World Trade Center, formerly the Twin Towers, she ordered all the lights to turn green in honor of Muslim Heritage Month. Now we have another month of diversity. This time, Muslims get their month, and in New York City, the lights were ordered to turn green as a slap in the face at the World Trade Center, formerly the Twin Towers, which was taken down by Muslim terrorists, killing close to 3,000 people, injuring others. Some of them are still dying from the asbestos, the dirt, and the chemicals in there, firemen, policemen. How stupid a leader could you possibly be to honor those people in New York City that did so much damage to this nation? That's like saying we're going to have Pearl Harbor Month honoring the Japanese. We're going to have Nazi Month honoring Buchenwald, Auschwitz, and all those. It is really, really insulting. And just for that, she should be kicked out of office. And that nincompoop socialist Mondami has already said hey, we're going to get rid of individualism, individual achievements, and now we're going to go collectivism. Typical socialist. Nobody stands out. Everybody gets a slice of the pie until he starts saying, well, you really don't need that because we have to have it. And we're taking that away from you because that's not a necessity either. We need that. And pretty soon, just like every dictator in the world, that's what he'll turn into or try to. Lights turning green to honor that nonsense. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, and it's insulting. Secondly, J.D. Vance's house in Cincinnati was attacked. The perpetrator is arrested, but how did he get that close where he could shoot out windows and attack J.D. Vance's personal house? You know, since he was elected, he lives in Washington, but his house is still his house, and it was attacked. The Democrats have no shame when they're calling for violence. Yet the Democrats are the ones out on the streets saying, we want Maduro released. Now, these are the same idiots, the same elected Democrats that are saying we have a rally, no King's Day. They don't want Donald Trump to be a dictator. Yet, they're out in the streets holding signs demanding the release of a dictator, a mass murderer, a drug lord, back into his country to do the same. How much fentanyl did he export to kill American citizens? We were losing 100,000 American citizens to fentanyl overdose each and every year. And yet you have these idiots out on the streets demanding his freedom. Most of them are paid by liberal Democrats. You have Democrat elected governors supporting the release. Just because Trump did it, they want to be on the opposite side, a losing side, in my opinion. They are the cancer to our republic. They are the threat to our freedom. We've already been through that with the dim bulb Joe Biden. Let's not make that same mistake again. All right, just had to vent a little bit. I appreciate it. Leave your comments down below. Give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Still trying to recover from that idiot Joe Biden and his censorship, shutting down this channel numerous times. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time. Get busy prepping. I named this the Year of the Prepper, and now you're seeing it. Copper shortages, silver shortages. Gold's going to hit a new record high. It'll be 5,000 an ounce before long. Greg out.